Okay, this is a quick tour of room 148 on deck 10, MSC Magnifica. I want to show you our room and give you several tips. Let me go into the bathroom first. There's where you do the card so your lights will work. If you watch enough videos, you'll see that 100 times. The bathroom is small, but it is functional. Everything works really well. The shower curtain here, everybody makes a big deal of the shower curtain, but it really doesn't stick to your butt, so there's just enough room. I'm not a big guy, but there's just enough room. The water works well. You have shampoo and body wash right there. There is no conditioner, so if you need conditioner, you might want to bring that with you. Fresh towels are provided every day, as long as when you're done with your towels, if you put them down here at the bottom of the shower, they will replenish them when they come in. They do a cleaning in the morning, and then they do a turn down late in the afternoon. Those are bags. Those are always nice to have. Those bags, you can have all kinds of different things. My wife put her makeup in there. There's our toiletries. It's also good to bring a little flashlight, because the only light you have is out here, and if it's dark and you need to get up in the middle of the night, if you kick this light on, then you're waking your partner up. That's never a good thing. So bring a little flashlight. We left it right here by the sink, and then you just click it on when you need it. You know how it goes. Walking through, okay, the television. There you have about 5 channels. Most of the channels work. If you're like in the Caribbean, we're on a 22-day cruise, and we went transatlantic. When you're in the Caribbean, it worked fine. We had CNN, we had Turner Classic Movies, we had Home and Garden TV. It's enough TV to get you by. Now we downloaded movies to our phone, assuming we could mirror it, or we also actually had a wire for an HDMI to go from our phones to our things. None of that works. It's all blocked. So if you want to bring extra movies or something like that, I suggest you have like an iPad or something like that. Download them on that and watch them on that. A lot of people think, well, we're on a cruise, we're not going to watch TV, but that's how my wife and I unwind at night. Once you're out and you're having your good time, you come back, you want to watch a movie for half an hour, or TV show for half an hour or an hour, before you finally hit the hay. So that is one thing. This is the mini bar. If you ask the steward as soon as you get on, they will empty it, and then you have more room in there, because it's kind of a small little refrigerator is all it is. Just a little dorm size refrigerator. But if you need extra room, that's definitely you can have them empty it out. Now, here's an odd thing. When they empty it out, they put it in a box and they stick it all underneath the bed. It doesn't like go away and they don't bring it back. It's all right under the bed. So just a different thing. You can see this in 100 videos, but I'll show you. There's enough closet space. You've got 15 hangers. There's our luggage down there. We moved in completely, but now this is the last day, so we're all packed up and ready to go. Also, too, the safe works well. It's easy. It's real simple. You got your life vest up on top here. And then we actually brought little small throw blankets, because we heard people ask for blankets, and they didn't provide them any. You got just what you have on the bed, which was sufficient for us. But if you don't want to get under the covers and you're just lounging around, you might want a little throw blanket or something like that. This is how we were on the cruise for 22 days, and we never had to pay to do laundry. We actually did the laundry ourselves, and it was really pretty easy once we got the hang of it. So what my wife would do is we would, after we got our pajamas on at night, she would come into the sink here. We brought a little small thing of Dawn dish soap. And she would fill the sink up, put Dawn dish soap into it, wash them out and rinse them. And then I would come in and kind of wring them out. And then what we would do is we would come out here at night, like in the late evening, Like I said, just before we were ready to go, an hour or two before we were ready to go to bed. And we would pin our clothes to the chairs, to the little ottoman, and to the other chair over there. And the nice thing about that is if you let them go overnight, by the very next morning, 99% of it was dry. Now and again, if there was something heavy, it would take another hour or two, but it was dry. So that was an easy way to do it. We used pins like this for the heavy stuff, and then we had some smaller pins for the smaller stuff like socks and whatnot. Let me see. Oh, a lot of people make a lot of suggestions for the magnetic hooks. We had a couple magnetic hooks that set right here. Actually, we didn't use very many of them. This provided hooks right there. It also has hooks right there. So, I mean, we used two, so I wouldn't go out of my way and get a whole big bunch of them because you probably won't use them. Also, now you only have one chair in here. There's not a love seat or anything like that. It is comfortable. And it has a little table there for like snacks or whatever. Then you also have a little ottoman here. This is also where the blow dryer is, and you cannot move it to the bathroom. That is stationary. But there's a mirror right there. So, you can use that as a second chair, or the balcony chairs will also fit through the door. So if you wanted a second chair in here, you can always bring the balcony chair in and set in that as well. If you want washcloths, at first it didn't come with washcloths, but you can ask for a washcloth and they'll provide you with that. Same way with a box of tissues, same thing. Let me see. Oh, this cabin is blue. The deck 10 is blue. Different levels have different colors. Some decks have red, some decks have green. So there is all that. The stewards are super nice. They will help you in any way possible. They're really nice. They go out of their way to be nice. So if you have any questions or any issues at all, don't hesitate. They'll help you out. There's no doubt about that. Also too, like if you're on a long trip, you also want to bring some games, cards and Uno and stuff like that, because there is going to be some downtime when there's not enough, there's some activities going on, but it might have been something that you've seen a little too much of over, if you're on an extended cruise like us. So there is that. There's 3 or 4 quiet places you can go to where you can sit down and play your games and whatnot. There's a couple of there's an actual little game room where you can go in and sit. There's several tables in there, but we noticed most of the time that was kind of plugged up with a lot of people. So we ended up going to, there's a disco in the back of the ship. I think it's on deck 14. You can always find a quiet spot there. Also, there's a purple lounge on deck 7. It's called La Amistad. It's not used very much, and it works. It's a really, really nice place to set up, especially if you want a little quiet during the day. Let me see. Oh, also too, like if you have a little excursion that you're going out, like if you're going out for the day and you're like going to a Caribbean island or whatnot, a lot of the Caribbean, there are some islands are really nice and some of them not so much. So we sometimes would pack a lunch from the ship. So what you may want to do is bring some baggies, and that way there you can make yourself a sandwich or pack a light lunch that you can have out on the beach and whatnot. That worked out really well for us. Also, these are not blackout curtains. There are 2 curtains here. They're double level, or they're double curtains, and the pins come in handy for that. We would slide the curtains over, and then how it's not a blackout curtain, there's always that little gap, but the pins work well for clipping them tight, and it really makes you can make it almost completely black in here, so that's not an issue at all. Anyways, I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and if you guys see it, comment, and you can feel free to ask questions. I'll try to answer them back. If there's anything that I didn't cover here, maybe you could just fire me off a question, and I will try to do my best to answer. Okay, thank you.